BlackRock, the biggest American money manager.
BlackRock's Larry Fink is out today with his letter to shareholders.
Putting money into surveillance companies used by the Chinese military.
Because BlackRock has become too, quote, woke, unquote.
BlackRock, dark financial giant. BlackRock is a financial giant whose tentacles reach every corner of the global economy. Behind the shiny facade of this Wall Street giant lies a dark history shrouded in greed, corruption, and exploitation. Did you know that the company has controversial ties to the 2008 financial crisis? Or that its role in the destruction of the environment and the exploitation of vulnerable communities is so big it has left people wondering, how evil is this company? History of BlackRock. Founded in 1998 by Larry Fink and Rob Capito, BlackRock has become a global powerhouse in financial services and investments. The company offers a wide range of services, such as mutual and pension funds, ETFs, and asset management strategies. To push its growth, BlackRock started to invest in various companies and private equities, and acquired companies like Merrill Lynch Investment Managers, Barclays Global Investors, and iShares. Through these acquisitions, BlackRock grew from a small asset manager to one of the most powerful financial institutions in the world. Overpaying its executives. For several years, there was a lot of criticism and debate on the excessive amount of pay and bonuses given to BlackRock executives. Sparking this controversy was the 2008 financial crisis, as a lot of people believed the pay and bonuses going to pockets of higher management was what led to the financial crisis. The focal point of this criticism was that this money executives were given was no way tied to the returns earned by the clients nor the performance of the company. People found it odd that a financial institution and its clients could be in severe losses, yet the executives would be going home with fat bonuses. This led to BlackRock being also criticized for not having transparent pay practices and no Inequality disclosing the compensations given to its executives. Comparing the salaries of regular workers and money BlackRock executives were getting fueled such a debate on income inequality and discrimination that the company was forced to address these issues. Reforms and new policies were made to guarantee the link between a bonus given to an executive and financial performance of the company was real to increase the transparency inside the company. Global inequality. With $7.43 trillion in assets under management, the company's influence extends beyond just investing and into the global financial markets. As such, it has a major role in shaping global inequality. Since the 2008 financial crisis, BlackRock increased taking more active role in managing its portfolio through purchasing companies instead of just stock and bonds. This way, BlackRock was able to control its investments better. This practice brought up accusations of propagating income inequality by betting on low-wage jobs while simultaneously shorting higher-paying ones. They were heavily favoring those at the top of the wealth pyramid. These accusations were enlarged after people found out the company holds huge investments in private prison corporations and fossil fuel companies, which both are widely criticized for global inequality reasons. BlackRock investment mentality is considered to be one that maximizes its profit regardless of the effects it might have on the environment, its employees, or the society as a whole. Unethical investments. There have been a lot of unethical projects in which BlackRock has invested, and it has not been unnoticed by the public. In 2018, it was reported that BlackRock is the largest investor in weapon manufacturing through its iShares U.S. Aerospace and Defense ETF. That same year, an anti-war protest was held at the annual BlackRock shareholders meeting in Manhattan, New York. In addition, BlackRock's investments have been linked to human rights abuses, such as its investments in Chinese companies that are complicit in the abuse of Uighur Muslims. The company has also been accused of investing in companies that violate labor laws and mistreat their workers. Companies like Boeing, among others on their investment list, have faced heavy criticism for its involvement in conflicts around the world, thus supporting human rights violations. Other problematic investments BlackRock has made are animal testing laboratories contributing to animal cruelty. With the amount of criticism the company has gained over the year, do you think they'll change? Creating monopolies. BlackRock came under fire in 2020 for claims of monopolization when a nonprofit American Economic Liberties Project reported that the big three asset management firms had over $15 trillion in combined global assets under management. This big three, including BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street, were managing over 3/4 of the U.S. gross domestic product. The report called for structural reforms and better regulation of the financial market. climate crisis. With over $50 billion invested in coal and other high-carbon energy sources, BlackRock is one of the biggest investors in fossil fuels, with no regards to its criticism. In 2017, the company joined a coalition of industry groups opposing a carbon tax in Washington state, bringing the company under fire for lobbying against meaningful climate policies and opposing renewable energy initiatives. BlackRock announced its climate change action plan in 2020, stating the company's commitment to sustainability. To people watching from outside, this didn't really make a difference as the company failed to commit to any meaningful changes regarding company practices and investments. In response to this backlash, BlackRock committed to using its power to push companies to zero greenhouse gases by 2030. In January 2020, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink announced that it would sell $500 million worth of coal-related assets and create funds that would avoid fossil fuel stocks. This move by BlackRock was later described as a huge win for environmental activists who have been the major critics of BlackRock. However, in August 2021, a former BlackRock executive who had served as the company's first global chief investment officer for sustainable investing described the firm's ESG investments as a dangerous placebo that harms the public interest. Following this statement, it was reported by the Wall Street Journal that BlackRock was using its influence to push the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to adopt rules requiring private companies to publicly disclose their climate impact, the diversity of their boards of directors, and other important information that would give BlackRock leverage over these other companies. BlackRock ESG campaign backlash. BlackRock was once again under fire when Washington, D.C.-based group called Consumers Research published a campaign calling the company out on investing in China and was critical of its environmental, social, and governance policies there. The campaign, which includes an ad that aired during NFL games and MSNBC ad breaks, has raised questions about whether the asset management company's push towards ESG will result in more backlash and whether it will have an impact on their operations. A recent survey by PitchBook found that only 5% of private market managers had no plans to incorporate ESG into their investment strategy, while the rest had already done so or were considering it. According to Benjamin Braun, a researcher at the Max Planck Institute for the Study of Societies, investors are increasingly expecting asset managers to make decisions in the context of climate crisis. Why is it considered as the worst company? BlackRock has been called the worst company in the world, with many people pointing to their large size and immense power as a factor in its considerable influence on global markets and financial institutions. Their critics point to BlackRock's continuous focus on short-term gains, in the expense of employees, environment, and the society. In addition to all previous criticism, BlackRock's executive team is overwhelmingly white and male, suggesting a lack of diversity and potential bias in decision-making. Even after the changes the company has made, with all controversy surrounding the company's environmental impact, unethical investments, and seemingly lack of taking responsibility, do you think they should be called ignorant or just evil? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Quality Mainstream for more updates. Thanks for watching.